Hello everybody, NASCAR here. Today we are doing a different kind of video. We're doing an original Xbox. As you can see, I've got power plugged in, but oh, we've got power. I tried this earlier and we did not have power. Oh, I know what's going on. So the power button doesn't work, but the eject button does. That's the main issue, it looks like. So I'm going to tear this thing down and figure out what's going on with this power button. Likely what's happened is the clock capacitor in here has leaked and corroded some of the traces. Or there's something wrong with this little eject board here. But let me connect this to the TV, see if there's any errors. If there are, then we'll diagnose them from there. But I can't turn it off, so that's an issue too. So it looks like it's loading. I'm gonna try a disc and see if that works. Obviously the clock battery's dead, or the clock capacitor's dead. But let me try a disc and see if that loads. I hope it does, because these disk drives are notorious for dying. So I was having issues with controller ports, and can you see the issue? Let me give you a hint. That's not even connected. Let me plug that in and see if that fixes that, and we'll see if a game actually boots up now. But this didn't sound like it was reading, so I'm going to look on the inside of that and see if it's actually going to read a game now. I'll be right back. Alright, it's assembled enough to test. Let's see if this works. Obviously not. Let's try this, which it still boots. Let's try a game. I didn't see anything physically wrong with the drive, so let's see if the controller works now. Let me eject the game real quick. Yeah, controllers work now. Let's see this. I don't think it's gonna read. Nope. Not gonna read. And this is a 1.0, so it's kind of loud. But, alright. I'm gonna get to work trying to fix this drive. Or at least see what I can do with it, clean the laser, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna recap the daughter board. Oh, and figure out why this isn't working, because this is a major issue. Right, so after an inspection, I found that this power button was defective. It was not working no matter what. I did a cleaning. So, I actually had some of these laying around. These are custom power boards that you can get made. I'll try to find a link. I've had these for years. I don't know where I got the link from. If I find it, it'll be in the description. If not, I'll try to find it later off video and get in the comments. But I harvested some parts off here and off donor boards. And I made this. This is the new board. Not my best soldering. I ran out of the SMD red LEDs, so I just used these random LEDs I had. The board does work. I tested it off camera, so that fixes the power button issue. But I want to go ahead and try to get this original Xbox modded now that we have a working power eject board. So that's the main issue fixed. We still don't have a disk drive that reads games. I'm waiting on, there was a capacitor kit that was made for the original Xbox disk drives. Apparently, this can fix some of the disk drives. So I'm going to try recapping the disk drive whenever those arrive. It's not here yet. So when that arrives, I'll do it. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, since it's already getting a little late, I'm going to try to mod this original Xbox. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know where my mod chips are. I gotta find them. And when I do, I gotta figure out which one's which, because I have one for XBlast, because I plan on RAM upgrading this, and then an Open Xenium. That way I can put just whatever I want on here. So let me get this installed, make sure it actually fits, and we'll go from there. Alright, we are back with this board. It's still pretty dirty, so I'm going to clean that off camera, but this is our area where we have to install the mod chip. I got to clean out these solder joints here, because we got to put a pin header through here, specifically this one. It's got to go through here, but obviously it's not going to go through there with all these in there. So until I clear those out, we're not going to get anywhere. So let me clear those out. I'll be right back. It's going to take me a while to clear it. That's why I'm not going to film it. So I'll be right back. Alright, I got it all cleared out. I've got the pin header here. So we're going to go ahead and start.
We chase, got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. She got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on her.
So yeah, I'm gonna clean this stuff off camera because this stuff is not fun to clean. It's an actual nightmare. If you want my personal recommendation for cleaning it, I highly recommend this stuff. It actually removes it extremely well. It's not a sponsored thing. I got it a while ago and I never had a use for it. But you just put it on there, wipe it off, then put this on there just to purify it, and it actually cleans it extremely well. Oops. Are we gonna have another drop counter? But yeah, this stuff cleans it extremely well. But I'm gonna do that off camera, like I said. Repaste it, mod it, and we'll go from there. Totally didn't forget to film it, but just clean this fan real quick.
Yeah, let's go. I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah.
Oh, I almost did that. I believe that's the correct way. I'm gonna make sure on the guide, and then we'll go from there. My bad. This is the correct way. I'm a big dum-dum. To be fair, I haven't done mod chips in a while. On original Xbox, I've been so focused on the PS3 scene that I've forgotten my OG Xbox, and that's no joke. This is the console that got me into soldering and into modding. So, but enough story talk. Let's get to modding this thing. I also forgot to install my D0 wire, so I just went ahead and did that real quick. I am getting ready to test this board now, so let me cut to that and we'll see if it works. Alright, I've got it assembled enough to test. Let's see if it works. Looks good so far. Yes! We've got Xenium. Good. Now the real question is, does it boot like normal? If it turns off. Let's see. Yep, there's the logo. We have a working mod chip. It's obviously going to throw an error because no hard drive, no disk drive. But yeah, we got it working. That fan is extremely quiet, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, we're gonna do RAM upgrade, and I've got other plans with this Xbox, but right now RAM upgrade is next, and modding it, obviously, which I don't have it modded yet. These don't have the hard drive in it. I did have an issue with the red LEDs. They didn't fit, so that's why it is flashing red and green right now. Well, blue and red, but there's no red LEDs. I had to take them out because they didn't physically fit. I ordered new ones, and once those come in, I'll install them. So right now, this is what we've got. But yeah, obviously we got a 0.7 error. So yeah, we've got it working with the mod chip. I'm gonna get a RAM upgrade done, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna do that on camera and just show my process of doing it. I'm gonna also get XSplice loaded and see if it works. Alright, I've got a spare disk drive I had laying around. Let's see if this thing turns on and loads. I've got Hexen in the disk drive right now, so let's see if it loads up. Is on the rise. Yeah. Girl, you got me shook from the way your body looks. Got me riding hooks, got me feeling like a rook. I don't do it by the book, but for you I'll take a look. Don't know what your mama took, sweet and spicy like a cook, yeah. I'll keep it real, let's make a deal. Buy you a meal if you just let me feel. Get out your heels, grab on the wheel. Back to my place at the top of the hill. Don't have regrets, I know what's next. She need a fresh, I'll be back in a sec. Look at them legs, don't make me beg. Back to the room, let me show you my bed. Touching on your body feels like taking on a drug. You got me feeling good, yeah, you got me feeling numb. Everything you do, I can't seem to get enough. You got me feeling good, yeah, you got me feeling numb. Touching on your body feels like taking on a drug. You got me feeling good, yeah, you got me feeling numb. Everything you do, I can't seem to get enough. You got me feeling good, yeah, you got me feeling numb. I could look at you all day, watch the way them hips sway. Love your body, so I pray, don't you dare take it away. Can't control what I say, lost my mind cause your frame. Hey girl, what's your name? Lit me up just like a flame. Body
body in motion, I feel the commotion. Beyond you like lotion, I'm honest and broken. I flow like the ocean, I feel you were chosen. To fix me, I'm broken, my heart that you stolen. Ay, stay with me, play with me, lay with me. Hate to see when you leave, chemistry feels like it's destiny. I just want you laying next to me, and I really don't want you to ever leave. Your body feels like...
Alright, we are gonna start with the RAM upgrade. I've got my RAM chips here. These are ones I got from AliExpress, right here. So we're gonna go and put them on like this and just start soldering them on. So yeah, let's get to it. Probably should be wearing gloves, but actually let me put on gloves.
Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life.
Okay. I'm going to do a close inspection with my microscope off camera, and then we'll get to the RAM test, which I'll show on camera. Alright, this is looking good on the microscope anyway. So I'm gonna get to the RAM test now and see if it actually works, or if it is fragging, or if it's somehow got loose pins. I haven't done a pin test yet, but that's because I don't want to waste time and do a pin test, because I've got other things to do right now. So yeah, let me get to doing that and we'll go from there. Alright, we got this first chip completed and it tested positive for a successful install. We are going to move on to installing the next chip next to my D0 point. I'm going to go ahead and get it, if my camera would focus. I'm going to get the next chip aligned, and then we'll go ahead and show the next install. Alright, on to the second RAM chip.
I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough.
Alright, I'm gonna inspect all the pins, make sure there's no bridges or any loose pins. Then we'll get back to the RAM test and see if this thing works.
Figure it out, I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
So now I've got 2 of the 4 RAM chips installed, and they were both successful, as you saw. So now we are going to move to the top side of the motherboard and get this one and this one installed. But first we're going to do this one, because this one's a little harder to get to with this heatsink. So let's start by going to this one. I'm going to go ahead and get it aligned like I normally do, and I'll show me soldering it on video.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
Alright, I'm gonna do what I normally do. Check the pins for shorts, bridges. That's the same thing. Why did I say that? Just check them for shorts, any loose pins, and then I'll get to the RAM test and go from there.
My thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay.
Alright, I got the third chip on. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fourth chip aligned, and then I'll show the install of that, and we'll see if that works. And if it does, we've got all 128 megabytes of RAM installed.
Your friend, you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
Okay. Again, check for shorts, and I'll be back.
As you fade away.
Alright, all 128 megabytes of RAM are successful. So that means all of them are good, which is really good. That means the first mod is completed. Finally, that took a very long time. I think I started this about 2 hours ago. It took longer this time just because I was filming it and I didn't have my monitor set up. Otherwise, this would have taken me probably an hour. But now that we got this done, I'm going to clean this board off completely because I still haven't quite done that yet. I'm waiting on the new hard drive to arrive, which isn't going to arrive for another few days. But once that arrives, we'll be good to go on that one. The next mod I want to do is, I've got to get this mod chip switched up because that's on XBlast still. And then get 128 megabyte RAM BIOS set up and go from there. After a bunch of messing around, we got SirBIOS loaded the way I wanted it to be loaded with the custom boot animation. I don't know why it took so long to figure out. It was actually simpler than it looked. I put an XBlast, or an Aladdin in there, sorry, as you can see there. But I've got more plans for this thing. I'm still waiting on some parts to arrive. I'm gonna obviously recap it because these are the original caps. Even though they don't look bad, I'm still gonna do it. And we still have to fix the disk drive because that's still busted. But yeah, we're gonna get to that. And the GPU fan's actually been pretty quiet, so I don't have to do anything with that. I haven't cleaned out the main fan yet, so I'm gonna do that as well. So yeah, I think this project's going pretty well so far. So I'll come back when I have all my parts in, and we'll get that done and go from there. Alright, I've got the disk drive daughter board. I'm gonna try recapping all these caps. I've got a kit from Console 5 here to replace all of the caps here. I'm gonna do the cap replacement off camera because it's gonna take me a very long time and I don't wanna film all of that. So I'm gonna do that real quick and come back when that's done. Alright, I got all these caps replaced with brand new ones. So we're gonna get this daughter board back into the disk drive and see if this thing starts reading games. I hope it does. If not, I'm gonna see what else I can do with this board. There's one other thing you can do, but I forget what it is. I'll have to look back at the video I saw. So yeah, let me test it and see if it works. Well, I've been trying at it for it's probably half an hour now, and this disk drive is still dead. It's probably a laser issue, so I give up on it. I'll probably harvest the disk drive out of one of my modded consoles since I don't need it in that console anymore. But yeah, it's not going to be fixable. I tried everything I could on it. So we're going to move on to recapping the main board and getting that just completely done. I have the capacitor kit right here, which there's a lot of capacitors. So that's going to take me a while, so I'm going to do that off camera and come back to it. Well, come back here when I get that done. Board has been completely recapped, so it's time to test it and see if this thing still actually works, because, well, you never know. This thing could be now dead and I'm going to have to redo my soldering, or it could work perfectly fine, or there could be a completely new issue. But again, test and see. Alright, I've got it assembled enough to test. Mind the mess, it's just this front board still doesn't have the red LEDs and I don't want to fully assemble it yet. Let's see if it works. We've got power. We've got display. Does it boot though? Seems like it. I love that boot animation. Yeah, SerBIOS is loading. Come on. Alright. So we got a recap done. 128 megabytes of RAM done. Now I just gotta wait on the new hard drive. And this will be part 1 done of the original Xbox. I've got another part coming soon that I'm gonna do, but the parts aren't here yet and I don't wanna keep this video going too long. So let me get to that whenever the parts get here and we'll get that part installed. I just went ahead and I got my hard drive in right here, a 2 terabyte Barracuda with a StarTech adapter and an 80 wire IDE cable, and it is the right orientation, as you can tell, because it's not all flipped around in there. I did that off camera just because it takes a while to install, and I used a spare disk drive just because I couldn't fix the other one for now. If I can, I'll put it back in here, but this console's working right now. I'm waiting on other parts to start part 2 of this video, which will come soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.